dread. You no know Jaja dread. You no know Natty dread. Look how long we've been slaving in captivity. How long it takes Babylon to set my people free. Jehovah. You no know say Jaja dread. You no know say Natty dread. You no know say Jaja dread. You no know say Natty dread. Together man work so hard to earn his bread. With a big family and still a man to be fed. Help them, Jehovah. Please don't let them suffer. Help them, Jehovah. Please don't let them suffer. You no know say Jaja dread. You no know say Natty dread. You no know say Jaja dread. You no know Natty dread. Together man work so hard to earn his bread. With a big family and still a lot to be fed. Help them, Jehovah, help them. Please don't let them suffer. Help them, Jehovah, please help them. You no know Jaja dread. You no know Natty dread. You no know Jaja dread. You no know Natty dread. Help them, Jaja, help them. Jaja dread, you no know Natty dread.
You're tuned in to Spiritual Vibration with Sista P.
Greetings and a blessed good morning to you. Welcome to Styles FM Radio 96.1 and 96.7, coming to you from Port Antonio, Portland, Jamaica. This is a Spiritual Vibrations program, and my name is Sista P. Engineer is Cassidy, and we will be with you until 1. Give thanks for life. So many did not make it this morning. We did. So let's just take one moment, just one moment, to say, give thanks for life. Hope you had a blessed week. I'd also like to make a special welcome to first-time listeners and to all visitors to our island. Welcome to those of you on the internet and, of course, those of you on Facebook. Four words of inspiration for today. The most accurate measure of our worth is how much we value ourselves. When we value who we are sure to draw to us others who value us just as much. So when you value yourself, you draw people to you who value you also. When we are needy, when we are deficient, when we are lacking confidence and self-esteem, we will find ourselves in situations and among people that reinforce those views. You know something? That is so true. Because there are so many people who do not value themselves and they have low self-esteem. And people treat them that way. But when you're confident, when you're self-assured, how dare anyone? They'll try, but they don't get through. Because you're so confident, so self-assured, that even when they try, they fail. The first step in building relationships is listening and learning to value who we are. We cannot convince others how wonderful and marvelous we are if we do not believe it. So all you're going to talk, but you don't believe it, why do not take you serious? We must first convince ourselves. If we repeatedly find ourselves in situations where we are treated badly, we are responsible, not the next person, not the other person, not the next smarty. When we find ourselves in situations where we do not feel wanted, we must have the courage and confidence to leave. And I want to repeat that because we as women, we have a tendency to say, boy, I can't manage for my own. I can't this, I can't that. So let me go over that again. When we find ourselves in situations where we do not feel wanted, we must have the courage and confidence to leave. Our sense of worth must first come from within, not outside. Our sense of worth must come from within. When we have that, we can expect those in our relationships will value us just as well.
Styles FM.
Dread. You don't know, it's not a dread. You don't know,
Blessed good morning to the Reed family.
Look how long we've been slaving in captivity. How long it takes Babylon to set my people free. Jah, Jah, Jehovah. Jah, Jah, Jehovah. You know, say Jah, Jah dread. You know, say naughty dread. You know, say Jah, Jah dread. You know, say naughty dread. Together man work so hard to earn his bread. With a big family and still a lot to be fed. Help them, Jehovah. Please don't let them suffer. Help them, Jehovah. Please don't let them suffer. You know, say Jah, Jah dread. You know, say not dread. You know, say Jah, Jah dread. You know, not dread. Together man work so hard to earn his bread. With a big family and still a lot to be fed. Help them, Jehovah, help them. Please don't let them suffer. Help them, Jehovah, please help them. You know, Jah, Jah dread. You know, naughty dread. You know, Jah, Jah dread. You know, naughty dread. Help them, Jah, Jah, help them.
To participate in the program, the numbers to text or call 453-1444. And I'm especially saying it very slow this morning because for some reason I left my phone, and I know that some people like to text me on my phone when I'm on air. So I'll say the number for you again. It's 453-1444. If you're outside of Jamaica, the area code is 876. That would be 876-453-1444. For those of you in the United States and in Canada, you may call at no cost to you, area code 954-338-7973. That's 954-338-7973. For Styles on the Go, the numbers are US 213, area code 992-4360. And in the UK, 020-3670-1330. You may also find us on YouTube at YouTube Styles FM Radio. On Instagram, you may follow us at Styles FM. That's STYLZ FM. Twitter at Styles FM 961. And on Facebook, Styles FM 96.1 fan page. Hope to hear from you. As usual, we have a lot of things to talk about this morning, and I really do like your participation. Really, because it gives us feedback, lets us know what people are thinking. And, you know, of course, this program can be sometimes very controversial, as it will be later on. It's not that we mean to be controversial, but we find that there are people who do not think, people who don't think. Anything that they're told And especially if they're told from someone who they think is outside of our race, they believe it. Most Wanted Records artist Hal Anthony with Blessings. If you remember, I interviewed Hal Anthony a few weeks ago.
Every day I give praises unto Jah and thank Him for.
And blessed good morning to the Most Wanted family.
I give praises unto Jah and thank Him for another day. Oh yeah. And every time I look around, Jah is always smiling down. Never does He wear a frown at me. And every time I close my eyes, Jah is there with no surprise. Always keep me hypnotized with His love for me. Blessings they fall like rain from the sky and keep me happy and free. Oh yeah. Blessings they fall like rain from the sky and keep me living happy and free. Oh yeah. 'Cause every time I look around, Jah is always smiling down. Never does He wear a frown at me.
Sometimes you don't even know who's listening to your program. It was so good to hear from Robert Floria, and he was saying, you know, as a man thinketh, so is he, which basically is you draw to yourself what you are. If you're a negative person, you draw negative to yourself. If you're positive, you draw positive to yourself. Good morning, Barbara.
Every time I look around, Jah is always smiling down. Never does He wear a frown at me. And every time I close my eyes, Jah is there with no surprise. Always keep me hypnotized with His love for me. 'Cause every time I look around, Jah is always smiling down. Never does He wear a frown at me. 'Cause every time I close my eyes, Jah is there with no surprise. Always keep me hypnotized with His love for me. And every time I look around, Jah is always smiling down. Never does He wear a frown at me. Every time I close my eyes, Jah is there with no surprise. Always keep me hypnotized with His love for me. And every time I look around, Jah is always smiling down. Never does He wear a frown at me.
Yes, good morning to you also, DJ Tilly. Good to know that you're listening and that you are locked in, as always.
Wonder, consider all thy works that hand doth make.
Whenever I hear this, I always think of my sisters and brethren who are churchgoers. So I will say blessed good morning to Pearl Jackson, Miss Ruby, Miss Christine, and Marcella. Good morning to you all.
How great thou
what is so nice about that is that we just remain friends, and they know that I am of a different persuasion, or maybe no persuasion at all, but we don't let it be a problem, because the things that unite us are bigger than the things that divide us.
Went through the woods, the forest glades I wander, and hear the bird sing sweetly in the trees. When I look down from lofty mountain grandeur, and hear the moon and feel the gentle breeze.
Also, blessed good morning to Brother Andrew Taylor.
Savior God to me, how great thou art, how great thou art. Then sing my soul, my Savior God to me, how great thou art, how great thou art. I've got his son not sparing, sent him to die, I scarce can take it in. Then on the cross, my burden gladly bearing, he bled and died to take my sins away. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to me, how great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to me, how great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to me, how great thou art, how great thou art. That sings my soul, my Savior God to me, how great thou art, Almighty God, how great thou art.
You're tuned in to Spiritual Vibration with Sista P.
Mr. Brown, the work material done, you know. What me fi do?
Check Robinson's and Sons Hardware, man. Them have everything you need and more. They are at 18 West Palm Avenue, Port Antonio, Portland. Paints, nails, doors, everything to meet your hardware needs and much more. Call them at 993-9763 or 382-6209 and email them at sandarhardware@gmail.com.
Mr. Brown, me get everything we need quick and fast. Sure, maybe we could have just stopped the chatting so we could have done the work just as fast.
What was that, Johnny?
No, man. We just say Robinson and Son are going good.
Robinson's and Sons Hardware. We are always here to serve you.
When it comes to filling a prescription, there's only one place that comes to mind. Supercare Pharmacy, 1 Bridge Street, Port Antonio. They offer 12% discounts on all prescriptions, have a truly friendly and caring staff. Not to mention, they have a wide range in household gifts and cosmetic care. And they're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And they offer the best prices in Port Antonio. And for your convenience, they're open Sundays, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. or call us at 715-5141. Supercare Pharmacy, the pharmacy that truly cares.
Do you have or are you seeking a place to rent, seeking employment or have a job vacancy? Are you selling a car or having a garage sale? Then come see us. Let Styles do the advertising for you and you'll be on your way in no time. Contact us at 876-286-9216 or 439-5160. Advertising Style. Advertise with Styles.
Presently, you are listening to the Spiritual Vibrations with your host, Sista P. All tune in, including he, she, and the old lady. Styles FM to the world.
Well, today is what they call GSAT Day, Grade 6 Achievement Test. And more than 40,000 primary school students will be doing the first paper today. I've always said it, and I will say it over again. Common entrance was a much better examination. There are still parents out there who think that you pass grade 6 GSAT. And primarily that is because they don't read. So you hear somebody say that you pass GSAT. Nobody passes GSAT and nobody fails GSAT. GSAT is a placement system. The top grades go to particular schools, and as it goes, the worst grades go to some other schools. I don't know that I am so comfortable with that. Because then the low performing schools will always get the low performing students, and then they will say the school is a low performing school. So just listen. It is not, you don't pass GSAT. You get placed according to your grades. Why is that so hard to understand? Maybe because you're trying to understand it. Maybe you should need to try to overstand it. And while we're on the education system, or the miseducation system, I'm surprised at how many Jamaican people were saying, because they saw on Facebook somewhere that the plane that is missing way over there in Malaysia ended up in the Bermuda Triangle. You know what caused that? Lack of education in the schools. Why people would even think so. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's the education system that we're under right now. Geography is something that should be taught in the school. Just geography and history. Except some history teachers make history so boring that is why some of the people them don't want to learn it. Geography should be taught. How can you be in a world and you know nothing of the world outside of your little 144 long island, miles long? Or you know something about foreign, where foreign only mean America or England, might be Canada sometimes. That is a disgrace on our education system. Parents, if you want your child to be more educated than what it is in what they are telling them for this GSAT business, which they cannot even look at it and see, that the English passes and the maths passes are lower than when they had common entrance. You know why? Because they're concentrating on all of these other things that have nothing to do with nothing. When you can read, you can find out anything for yourself. But I was truly amazed at how many people thought that that plane could fly from Malaysia all the way to Bermuda Triangle with the gas that was only could last them for an 8-hour flight. That says something about our island. Can I make a suggestion here, please? You want your child to be educated? There is a book called First Aid in English. And you see that book called First Aid in English? It has a lot of what you call general knowledge in there. General knowledge. We cannot afford for people to just think that this little island here is the world and you don't know nothing outside of it. That is not acceptable. Not acceptable. Yes, if you're truly interested in your child's education, get yourself a copy of First Aid in English. And I know that any of my former students or parents of the former students knows exactly what I'm talking about. So many angles to education other than just giving some children a book and saying passing a test. And in terms of education and school, you know that there's a school now, that a book now that is in the It's Creative English for Caribbean Primary Schools Level 2. And there's a troubling section of the book that has some people really upset. When I saw it myself, I was very upset. This is what it says. Nita has brown eyes and neatly trimmed eyelashes. Her hair is long and black and is always neatly combed. A round face with slender nose and brown complexion make her pretty and likable. This is 2014. This is 2014. Now, this book was written by Clifford Nairn Singh, who is a Trinidadian and published by a Trinidadian publisher. But what I want to know is, don't people read these books before they put them into the school system? This was brought to Dr. Sonia Stanley Nile, who I happen to know. She's a senior lecturer in cultural studies at the University of the West Indies. And as she says, and she's rightly, the sections of the book deemed racist were brought to her attention by a concerned parent who was most disturbed that students were being asked to use this book in school. And she says in a post-colonial, for those of you who don't know what post-colonial mean, after the British them gone, and we're supposed to be on our own independent, where people are bleaching their skin because of certain perceptions of what's beautiful, we need to seriously look at the kind of content in our books being used in the schools. One parent, who, when she was shown the text, she said she would never allow her children to be exposed to such material. What she went on to say is that I don't want my child to be indoctrinated or be exposed to anything telling my picnic that if he is not brown, he's not handsome, or telling my daughter long hair or straight nose is likable. No. We can't accept that. Demand. Take that out of the school system right now. So, I try and read the newspapers every day. Whatever I have to read online, because I really like to know what is happening in the world, not just in this little island here. Because what happens in the world, a lot of people don't realize, affects us here. So just being in your community and knowing people's business, that is not good enough. You need to know what's happening in the world. And there was a letter to the news in the newspaper that this person went abroad and in the back of our passports, I don't know if you know this, but I tell you, I'm terrible about reading fine print. So I have never ever really read the fine print in the back of the passport. You ever read? You have a passport, Cassidy? You ever read the back page? So the person brought up the fact that there is a requirement in there that if you're a citizen of Jamaica, who are resident in foreign countries or who are overseas for periods in excess of 3 months, you should register your name and address at the nearest Jamaican diplomatic mission or consular post. So this person read this and was going to be overseas in this particular country for more than 3 months and took it to the Jamaican embassy, and nobody had ever known about that. So they said, why you bring it here? And he said, because I read it on the back of the passport. But what she went on to in the letter to say, he or she, I don't remember. Listen to this. This passport remains the property of the government of Jamaica. And me buy it, you know. And me pay for it, you know. And we pay for the passport, you know. How much $1,000? And this passport remains the property of the government of Jamaica and may be withheld or withdrawn at any time. After me pay for my passport, but me have to fight for that. So, and then the person said, how many Jamaicans really know that the passport don't belong to you? It is the property of the government of Jamaica. Did you know that? I would like to see as many people texting or calling to let me know that if they really knew, because I did not know, and knowledge really is power. And you cannot know everything. But I had no idea that after I traveled from Port Antonio to Kingston in a packed bus, pay my money, had to go back again, and so much hundreds of dollars, and I did not read the fine print that the passport belonged to the government, it don't belong to me. Well, if it belonged to the government, why you give it to me? Just questions. Also, I want to bring to your attention that there is this man in Spanish Town. He only has one leg. And you know what the man did? You know, one of them baby stroller? Him turn it into a cart. And him sell bag drinks and other beverages. And the reason I'm mentioning this is all of the people who think that the world owe them something, that them not have to do nothing. And somebody to give them something. Yes, still this man with one foot trying to help himself. And last but not least, this thing about carnival. You know, the uptown people and them supposedly uptown Jamaica people sit down on them veranda, you know. And them criticize, and I'm not taking up for dancehall here now, but them criticize the people them who wear them clothes them in the dancehall business. And yet still, you see some big old people in some naked clothes about them a get on bad. Them half naked. Them need to go cover up themselves. But this is their opportunity. Carnival give them the opportunity to, as them say, get on bad. So them whine and carry on. I tell you, it is something. But they talk about people who are not from uptown when they do these same things. But because they're only doing it in carnival, they seem to think that it is okay. And then another thing I can't understand. Poor people taking their money to buy paint for what they call juve, for throw upon next people. And then you don't pay your school fee, you don't buy a book for your picnic, but you buy paint to throw because of carnival and juve. The paint people, they're making money. And you never buy a book for your picnic other than what them say you have to buy. And that is even if you buy it for school. And even this thing, I was watching something the other day and I realized that this thing about throwing the paint, it's an Indian tradition of where they have some festival where they get these different colored powders and they throw it on each other. And I buy paint. And you know which one I'm glad for gone? I don't know if it still is, but maybe becoming not in a certain circles. You remember when it was birthday? I don't know if I remember birthday, Cassidy. Poor people would take money, go buy a flower and throw upon next people. You see, when you do them something, Jah will give you a beating. You will hungry. Because you can't take flower, go throw upon next people sake a birthday because you have followers, my dears. What? You can't think. Alright, that. interesting text here. It says, Sister P, I remember last year my daughter came home and tell me that her male teacher named out all the fair complexion girls in the class and tell them that they are likely to get jobs, that they're more likely to get jobs than the dark one. Although my daughter is fair-skinned, she was offended. I know my daughter would have been offended by that also. But no, man. There must be a way for us to go to some kind of tribunal or something and name out teachers like that. Eh? Taking away picnic self-esteem. That's not what them in the classroom for. But me I tell you, you know, give thanks. I you say, me know, I would have make a thing out of that, you see.
But stupid land, no. West, yes.
You're tuned in to Spiritual Vibration with Sister P.
Good morning to you, Janice.
Place I and I African teacher. I never believe. I always early. I never absent. I always present. That's why I and I not sit down in a no back bed. That he like to be bright, bright, bright. So bright, 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 bright. So bright. African teaching is a part of our unique culture. Oh, yeah. Part of our unique. Teach me, teacher. Teacher, and I am a teacher. I admit we go to school, but we never finish. Not until when we reach up on the side of Africa, wherein I and I can be teach by African teacher. Oh, teacher, I and I can be teach by African teacher. Teach me, teacher, teacher, I and I am a teacher. Teach me, teacher, teacher, and I am a teacher. Oh, right. Teacher, and I am a read. I and I like to be teach by African teacher. Oh, right. Not to like to be bright, so bright, so bright, so bright, bright and bright. Bright, mighty bright, mighty bright, mighty bright. So bright. Not to like to be teach by African teacher. Teach not the Amari teacher. He's a part of my life. Oh, right. Teach not the teacher. Amari teacher. African teacher. Teacher, and I, I'm a teacher. Teacher, and I.
Mama Africa, teach to you them an African story. Tell them how them African glory. Let them know they are kings and queens. Build up their self-esteem. Yo, you better teach to you them an African story. Tell them how them African glory. Let them know they are kings and queens and build up their self-esteem. Not teach them about Christopher Columbus. Oh, that guy they only robbers. Don't teach them about Marco Polo. Cause we don't wanna know, because they distort our history. Try to make it in a mystery, but we are from an ancient sea, billions of years BC. So teach to you them an African story. Tell them about them African glory. Let them know they are kings and African story. Tell them about them African glory. Let them know they are kings and queens. Build up their self-esteem. Yeah, you better teach you them an African story. Tell them about them African glory. Let them know they are kings and queens and build up their self-esteem. Boy, one of the wickedest act.
Morning, Chungy.
Everything black. We give them geometry and we teach them maths and let them the protection of the world map. Hey, Babylon, why do you them for fire be a shot? And all I see is black against black. Oh, when will my people take stock? We never used to live like that. So you better teach you them some African story. Tell them how them African glory. Let them know they are kings and queens. Build up their self-esteem. Yeah, you better teach you them an African story. Tell them how them African glory.
Yes, no matter tell them about this brown skin, long hair business there, so and all of them something there. So I forget 2014 people still do them something there, so. So man.
Ethiopia from foundation. Oh, Al-Qiblan, where humanity first began. You got to know where you're coming from. Rise and take a stand. In this Armageddon, we got to be strong. So we better teach you them an African story. Tell them how them African glory. Let them know they are kings and queens and build up their self-esteem. So you better teach you them an African story. Tell them how them African glory. Let them know they are kings and queens and build up their self-esteem. Yes, yeah. Teach you them African story. Teach them how them African glory. Let them know they are kings and queens. Do you know what I mean? Yo, you better teach you them an African story.
Stars FM, you're my number one.
Portlanders, Akan Auto Technology, located at 33 Bombrook Crescent, Port Antonio. Visit us for all your auto repair and servicing. We offer computerized wheel alignment, computerized wheel balancing, suspension checks, AC repair, inspection, and all your auto repair needs. For a complete auto repair and service, visit or call Akan Auto Technology today at 715-5205. And remember, we are located at 33 Bombrook Crescent.
Hey, this is me, Brother Gary. I tell you, say, if you want to advertise anything you have, if you sell anything, truck, car, bus, anything you're keeping, make sure you advertise it past Styles FM. Call this number, 439-5160. 439-5160. And I guarantee you, everybody I go in your business.
Fire, baby. Fire, baby. Fire.
With Styles FM on the go, you can listen to your favorite programs by calling the USA number 213-992-4360. If you're in the UK, is 033-0010-3322.
Africa, boy, a Sista P come again, yeah. She teaches us about everything spiritual, Africa and the world work. Sista P, teach them, Sista P.
Yeah, Patsy from Belcaris wants to wish all the best to the students at the Avocot Junior and High School. What is it? Junior high, primary, and junior high school. numbers to call or text in 453-1444. And for those of you who usually call me on my phone, I do not have my phone this morning. I walked out and left it, and whenever I leave my phone and I reach partway, I say to myself, there was a life before cell phone. And life went on and life goes on. So I'm just repeating the number. So for those of you, the number is 453-1444. Cassidy and myself, we have been working together for 3 years now, because some people don't realize that we have been on that long. Yes, Cassidy, it's true. What, 3 years, isn't it? 3 years I've been working together. Don't hear from you. I don't know if the weather is good and you've gone back to work. Let me hear from you. Let me hear what you have to say. The boys from South Africa. Remember to look in the back of your passport, look in the fine print, for you to realize that you do not own that passport. It's owned by the government of Jamaica. If you don't believe me, just read the fine print in the back of your passport. Yes, caller.
Yeah, I said, the passport are owned by the government. The driver's license owned by the government. And the top big.
Oh.
Jamaica driver's license.
Okay, so the government own it. So when you spend your money, it's just, I just rent it.
Yeah, we just rent it, huh?
And I just rent the passport.
I will just have a name and address for it, but it's definitely big government of Jamaica driver's license.
But me tell you, you see, so I love being on radio, because every day I get a new education. Every day I get an education. Because I couldn't believe, Say, is the government own my passport when me spend my money for?
Yeah, well, when I go look about my own side, I show all my friends them to want to ask them about it, and I say, boy, I'm not for the one, we just borrow it.
We borrow, and I rent it. And the rent high too, you see?
Yeah.
The rent high. I rent a room. Give thanks, caller. Yes, sorry. meantime, I'm not telling you so the dance floor is now open. Just because I text and it said the government owned the passport. That is why when it lost, you have to report it to the police. I always think that you report it to the police because I'm never want nobody just using your ID. You know, you have some people who dance straight through this section. going on here? No Karen and no Rosie this morning. Strange.
Sweet, sweet, Fanta Diallo. Fanta Diallo.
Really interesting because you know something we never need a passport to come here. And just drag me and chain me up and bring me here. And boy, if you even want to go back to the place where you come from, you need a passport and a visa. What is something?
You're tuned in to Spiritual Vibration with Sista P.
I wonder if I'm the Milky Way under the sun. I wonder if I'm the freeway with the sun. The last time I saw her, Psychiatric Hospital. Psychiatric Hospital. Psychiatric Hospital. Psychiatric Hospital, yeah. Now I know I did you wrong. Now I know I did you wrong, wrong. Now I know I did you wrong. Now I know I did you wrong, wrong, wrong. Now I know I did you wrong. Now I know I did you wrong, wrong, wrong. Yes, I love your rainbow. And I love your rainbow. Yes, I love your rainbow, rainbow, rain. Yes, I love your rainbow. Never leave me, rainbow. You got to leave me, rainbow, rain. Please help me, rainbow. You got to leave me, rainbow, rainbow, rainbow.
Amis sportifs, bonsoir. Dans quelques instants, nous allons suivre le prix national de Guinée au grand complet.
From Guinea, and this is the Guinea, their nationals, the football team. This is their national song for their football team. And I always, every time I play this, I always see myself in the stadium over there in Guinea among all of these other people that look like me. Some look like me, some don't look like me. And when I mean, just making a whole heap of noise. Yes, DJ Tilly, me know say you do your thing. Yes, Shani, me know say you're doing your thing too. Morning, Jennifer.
balontan, kode balontan, akabe balontan, akani balontan, babulo balontan, mendi balontan, katan, kabang kabilato, ayatan, kabang kabilato.
You're tuned in to Spiritual Vibration, Styles FM 96.1 with Sista P. It's styly, it's fiery. Jennifer Barrett said that.
Want to create an exquisite home or office space? Let Everything Electrical be your home improvement retailer of choice. At Everything Electrical, we offer a wide selection of building materials, tools, and modern accessories. Our competent staff will guide you in making your investment meaningful by providing buying guides, installation services, and site visits. Visit us at any of our convenient locations, West Street, Port Antonio, and Morant Bay, St. Thomas. Call us at 715-6412 or 734-0817.
Lumber, cement, steel, plyboard, plates, cups, shower curtain, sheet. Then this now go take me all day, man.
Daddy, mommy say I must go a business depot.
I need to find somewhere with ample parking space, gives discounts, does delivery, and has the most courteous staff.
Why, Daddy Duffy?
Yes, Builders Depot, right at Industrial Estate, Longwall in Barnes Bay. I call them at 715-3128 or 284-3337.
Because me I tell him, we got Builders Depot over there so.
Check them out.
Builders Depot, once you need it, we have it.
Planning a party, club night out, stage show, a gospel concert, or even a business sales event? Let Styles FM be a part of your promoting tool. Take advantage of our low-price promotion packages with commercials, interviews, giveaways, reviews, and much more. We have special offers when you mix and match and bundle your options. Contact us at 876-286-9216 or 439-5160. Styles FM for the most effective way to exploit your marketing dollar.
You're tuned in to Spiritual Vibration with Sista P.
8:30 segment. And when I first started this program, I used to bring you information on our local herbs. Because a lot of times we do not realize that we have things that are just growing wild in the bush that are very, very useful. Or even just different things that our owners might be not in the bush, but they're very useful. So we're going to start off with chocho. You know chocho? And this morning I was having a conversation with my sister in Maxine, and I was saying to her, you see chocho? Me not like chocho. I don't tell anybody say me not like chocho, and Cassidy shaking him and say him not like chocho neither. But I find a way to like chocho. Here is what I do. And I bet you it will change, because chocho is very good for you. It will actually lower your blood pressure. So when you see the raw fruit itself, when you slice it and rub it on, say, like some kind of cut, it will prevent scarring. And also, you see, like over in the Yucatan, over by Mexico side, over Central America side there, so they make a tea with the leaves, and it helped with urinary and bladder problems. So here what is a good way to do it now, if you don't like chocho like me, and then you don't realize now. So one of the things is because people do not realize that vegetables, everything is you boil it or you steam it. No. You don't take a piece of meat and just boil it or steam it. Don't you season it? Well, it's the same thing. Vegetables, you need to season them. And a lot of people don't like vegetables because them just take them. They don't do that with meat. They don't do that with fish. But when it comes to vegetables, them just take them and them just boil them or steam them. Sometimes I go into a restaurant hungry, and then I say, have you anything like vegetarian? Yes, we have steamed vegetable. What you have? Steamed vegetable. Well, that is not my idea of being vegetarian or eating at all. No way. So here what you do with the chocho now. You cook it down in your dreadnought. You know what name dreadnought, Cassidy? You don't know what name dreadnought? Coconut. But you know why they call it coconut dreadnought? Because as Rastafari, I used to use that every day for cook down everything. So they call it dreadnought. So you cook it down in your coconut and you curry it. It's a totally different thing from that steam something with them give, with them boil and give. You don't want that. So you cook it down in your coconut and you curry it. And trust me, you're going to say to me, Sister P, no, somebody never know somebody that. You know how much people me know when I like church, right? When we give it to them love it. And say, boy, them never know. Just like you said to people. You would eat the goat if you don't season it none at all. And let me tell you no. You don't eat goat if you don't season it, Cassidy. You don't just eat the sauce of goat, so. Alright, then you see him something. But when you put the curry on it, you eat it though. Yes. But it's the same thing, you know? It is the same thing. It's the same thing. Alright, so we going to deal with some of our own herbs this morning. Just things that we have growing around us. There is a thing where we have what I'm called beef time, but we call it African time. You know what I wonder? You know what I wonder, Cassidy? I mean, are you having this conversation, you know? You think me to talk to myself? Yeah, man, some people call it beef time, and them is a big leaf something, and then put it in a soup. You can cook if you don't have time. And if you don't have seasoning in your yard and you have a piece of that round the back, you just run around there and you just get piece of that and you well, you always just use it. Huh? You know it. And once you brush against it, it smells. Smell nice if you just all you have to do is just brush against it. Well, you know that a tea from that can be used to get rid of kidney stones. And it can also be used to calm you down. You know, sometimes you're nervous. You can use it. Something else that we want, that we have, that we don't even know the use of it. All we do with it is just eat it. Pear. You call it avocado. Pear. It have all different kind of use, you know. You see the leaf and the bark. No, this is different from eating it. And of course, by now you should know that when it get old and it favor something for dash away, you just use a fork and mash it and put in your onion and your garlic and your little lime juice and you have something and you spread that on the bread and what? Nothing sweet so. You never tried that one there. When you get old, you dash it out, Cassidy. When the pear get old, I never make it get old. Alright. Well, then, and not me when having a conversation, and it's me and you having a conversation, so I know you over there whisper about. And even if it get old, and even if you don't do it, you just take the fork. When you get old, you mash it up and you use your onion and your garlic. You might want to grate that in because it just mix it nice or chop it up really fine. And you put the lime juice. It have enough fat in there already, so you don't need to put no oil in there because that is just too much. And you take that and you spread it. Let me not bring some and give you one day, man, you forgot. But this is, yeah, you can use a coconut oil, but the thing about it is that because it has in its own oil, if you're fat, you don't need, and if you have pressure on them, something so you don't need no more oil inside because they have an oil that they make from pear, so you can just, you know, but it's nice. Instead of using butter or all these other things that you have to buy when the pear get old. When the pear get old also, you just take it, mash it, and use it as a mask on your face. Make your skin beautiful. Because it have that oil inside of it. It's like a moisturizer, it's like a conditioner for your skin. And then you see the leaf and the bark. Oh, me never tell you, so you want to go get your paper and your pencil or your pen for write. You don't remember them something here, so. You see the leaf them and the bark of the pear tree. You can use it, leaf or the bark. And you see when you have diarrhea, what we call running belly, and it is a good blood purifier. In Panama, they use the leaves for high blood pressure. You can also use the leaves for cold, a cough, and for asthma. Boy, Miss Jackson, I hope you're listening, you know, that you can use pear leaf and pear bark for asthma. Never remember that. And here's something we may just find out now. So the seed, it have an antibiotic substance that when you mix it with cheese, it kill a rat. We never know that. Okay. Another name for Spanish needle is beggar ticks. And beggar ticks, Spanish needle, it is used to relieve painful urination and to expel kidney and bladder stones. And in Trinidad, they use it as a remedy for fever. And one thing me know, boy, if you ever go into the bush and Spanish needle take you, is the most disgusting, terrible something that can happen to you. You're right for call it bigotix. And for you ladies who want to enhance your sexuality, a tea from Spanish Needle is good for that. And Spanish Needle also, if you're there in your yard or you're there bush and you're totally hungry and you don't have nothing to eat, just get some young Spanish Needles, strip them, and cook them just like you would cook your pak chow or your palalo. So we really have, some people have no reason. And the truth of the matter is, and this is something like Spanish Needle, it is more nutritious than chicken back. Because it don't have all that the fat inside of it and they're all sitting with milk or what left. As I tell people, you don't even know how old it is. Okay, breadfruit leaf. As we go through things that are around us, there's too many times when we talk about herbs, we talk about herbs that don't grow in Jamaica. But you see, there are things around you that you can use. Breadfruit leaf. Now the breadfruit leaf, not when it is green, you know, when it turns yellow on the tree, when the breadfruit leaf turn a kind of gold, not yellow, a kind of golden brown on the tree, and it drop off. Well, a tea from that also will lower your blood pressure. And also breadfruit leaf is something that you can crush and tie on your forehead to ease headache. You have all kind of something. Then you know broomweed. You know broomweed? You know them or something here? Yeah, ring. Waterfront. Waterfront. Yeah, broomweed. Broomweed, people always set them on bungle it. And you tie one little something like a banana bark around it or whatever. Sometimes you don't even do that. You just hold a bungle in your hand and you sweep. You sweep the yard with it. Sweep good, you see? That's why I call it broomweed. Well, a tea from broomweed strengthens your heart. And it slows down your blood pressure. You see, all of these things that we have, we're not making any use of it. The pan calabash. See which part me live and me go there first. Every time the man come, the man track down the calabash tree. And calabash is such a powerful thing. Come, me no shame for tell nobody. A calabash me them from out of my yard. A calabash me eat out of. And if you come to visit me and you can't eat calabash, out of calabash, don't come to visit me. Because of that me eat out of. Me I'll buy a set of plate. And the plate them mash up and done. And the calabash still there. You see you warm the fruit. You warm it and then you split it open. And you put it on abscess and boils to draw out the infection and bring them down. And calabash have a terrible smell. Oh my goodness. Once you ever, you know about that? You ever cut a calabash yet or you want to see when it cut? It smell bad, you see? But you warm the fruit, you open the calabash, and you take out and you apply it to the abscess and the boil, and it will draw out any infection. And after you cut it open, you see the juice where you squeeze out from the fruit because it's actually a fruit inside there, you know. You can simmer it down. The juice, you can simmer it down with cinnamon and nutmeg and make a syrup. And you can apply that to sores. One kind of sore and then external ulcers is almost the same thing as sore. And of course, you use the shell, the calabash shell, to make plate or cup. It's a very useful fruit to have around. Very, very useful. So as I said, we have these things all around us. And we're not using them. None at all. And we go to the shop and we buy all kind of something. About the top, buy all kind of something. Hear this one now. You see cashew? If you make a tea from the bark or the leaves, you can take it for running belly too, diarrhea. You can take it for stomach pain. And I never know so that the oil, that the seeds, the oil from the cashew, it can remove wart and corns. Corn on your foot? And if you soak the cashew shell in a water, it can make an insecticide. And it can use on plants. Very good. All right. We put on a castor oil plant, but people just chop down that. Castor oil is big business, you know. Big, big business. And back it was over 6,000 years ago. This year's business. Egyptians used to use castor oil to burn in them lamp. And you can also use this warm castor oil. You can use it as a rub for arthritis and rheumatism. And if you apply the oil, castor oil, to some kind of a wound, it will stop bleeding. And of course, hot castor oil massage into your hair will strengthen it and eliminate dandruff, lice, fleas, and other scalp problems. This I did not know. That when you mix it with cocoa butter, it will help to make your hair grow. And of course, our good old Cersei. Cersei can be used for diabetes, hypertension, worms. Where you read? Worms. Cersei can be used for worms. Can also be used for malaria and as a blood purifier. But it is very important for you to know that Cersei, being a bitter herb, should not be used more than a week, the most 9 days. And in answer to your question, in terms of worms, the herb that we use is called semi-contract. And semi-contract, you can always know it because it has a peculiar smell to it. Hope you learned something new from that. As I said, when I first started the program, we used to go through this. So just thought I would remind listeners like Valerie, Karen, people like that who've been listening ever since I've been on. And some other information that I would like to bring to you. And this is thanks to Roots Woman. She's not in Jamaica, but she sent it to me. Did you know that the Ortonique orange was developed in Jamaica. Yes, it was developed in Jamaica. But just like that pineapple that Dole uses, that pineapple, because that pineapple that is at the Sugarloaf, we gave it to Hawaii. They make tons of money out of it. We gave the Ortenique to Cuba. Because guess what? The only thing that we know is to run up and down and sing. But the Ortenique orange was actually developed in the hills of Mandeville by David Phillips. Originally they called it Tatangelo, but the name that they gave it, it is known as an Ortenique orange today. We also know that it was a Jamaican who actually bred a cow that was good for the tropics. That was our own Dr. Thomas Leckie from Swift River in Portland. Our scientists developed Canosol. It's a ganja-based eye drop for glaucoma treatment. That was developed by Professor Manley West. Did you know that a Jamaican won the Nobel Peace Prize for work against climate change? That was Professor Anthony Chen, and he won it jointly with the former US Vice President Al Gore. There's also a prosthetic knee. This was developed by a 25-year-old Jamaican. Did you know all of these things, Cassidy? I bet you know everybody who sing and who run up and down and all them something they say. Yeah, man, you know Bolton, Veronica Campbell and them people they say. But our scientists, something is wrong with a country that don't recognize people like this and talk about them every day. Joel Sadler, he was only 25 years old when he developed that. We don't talk about those. Then you see this new pawpaw that we have, that little pawpaw, they call it the solar sunrise. And if you remember the first time pawpaw used to take disease, and you notice that this one, that was developed by Dr. Paula Tennant. She's a plant biotechnologist. See that? And then we have, remember dengue fever? With a Jamaican microbiologist, pathologist, and medical doctor, Professor Louis Grant, who was able to identify it. That fever was coming from the mosquito. And of course, we have the cure for prostate cancer coming from Dr. Henry Lowe. And it has a, let me see now, Lowe announced that he had created a cancer-fighting formula from the main ingredient in the plant known as ball moss. I don't know that plant. And of course, a cure for a whole range of cancers from Dr. Lawrence Williams from the guinea hen weed. Of course, all of these things also depends on your lifestyle and changing your diet. So these are some of the things that, as people who were born in Jamaica, that you need to know about your country. And that's it, other than people who sing and who run up and down. These are scientists who have made worldwide contributions. But as I say, there is something wrong with the country who does not speak about these people, but every day. Did you know that we even had Oscar parties here in Jamaica to celebrate the Oscars in Hollywood? Yeah, they had parties in Kingston. where they all gathered and had their Oscar parties. And I know on Facebook somebody was sending me happy St. Patrick's Day greetings. And I was saying, who is St. Patrick? Why are you sending me St. Patrick's greetings? I don't know who St. Patrick is. You want to stay over there as an African in America and celebrate somebody who has nothing to do with your culture? Fine, but don't send me it, please. Leave me alone.
Presently, you are listening to the spiritual vibrations with your host, Sista P. All tune in, including he, she, and the old lady. Styles FM to the world.
Architects, draftsmen, and surveyors, get your drawings printed in high-quality professional standards. We can satisfy your printing needs. Whether it is for presentation to your clients or for submitting building and subdivision application, make it VJ Printing Services. Whether drawing by hand or with computer-aided softwares, we will plot your negatives and print the copies as you need. We do high-quality white paper printing that is water-resistant and never fades, unlike traditional blueprint. For more information, call VJ Printing at 893-2266.
With Styles FM on the go, you can listen to your favorite programs by calling the USA number 213-992-4360. If you're in the UK, is 033-0010-3322.
Portland, St. Mary's, Styles FM, the People's Nation, is now on your radio. 96.1 and 96.7 on your FM band.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Styles FM, your northeastern radio station based in Portland, Jamaica. Tune in now.
You're tuned in to Spiritual Vibration with Sista P.
Every load that the children are carrying. Heavy, heavy load that the children are carry.
say love inna the house. Lord, me say that love inna the house. Come let me tell you, say that crave na go kill puppy dog. Crave na go kill puppy dog. Crave na go kill puppy dog. We sweet nanny goat have a running belly. Sweet nanny goat have a running belly. Are you ready, Natty Jenny? Bang 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 belly. Ding dong ding dong ding dong ding dong belly. Daddy said that crave might kill puppy dog. Me prefer have a dog and me yard more than a gun. Prefer have a dog and me yard more than a gun because the dog and me own yard. The dog and me own yard. Say the dog and me own yard. Come let me tell you, say that love inna the house. Come let me sing it, say that love inna the house. Love is blessed, love is God, and love come to teach us a lesson. Now it says live and love, because love is a blessing. Now we tell you make a lesson, but if your mouth is too a little blessing, now we tell you love inna the house. Dang 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 ding dang ding dang, love inna the house. Come let me tell you little love inna the house. Come let me tell you say no be no Mickey Mouse. Come let me tell you, me prefer have a dog and me harder than a gun. Prefer have a dog and me harder than a gun because the dog and me glad. Come let me tell you, me that kill the dog and me glad. Yeah, cause want you to know that if you deal with violence, maybe you gotta go down with silence. But me I beg everyone to live and love, I would tell you, yeah. Love inna the house. Bang 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 bang. Love inna the house. Dance and say no good. Love inna the house. Love inna the house. Come let me tell you, we sweet nanny goat a go running belly. We sweet nanny goat a go running belly. Are you ready not to dread? Are you ready not to dread? Are you ready not to dread? So me ready. Ready not to dread, so me ready. Ready not to dread, so me ready. Lord, me say we sweet nanny goat might run in belly. So you go crave, now go kill puppy dog. Crave, now go choke puppy dog. Me prefer have a dog and me heart to me yard.
Talking about you
You're tuned in to Spiritual Vibration, Styles FM 96.1 with Sister P. It's styly, it's fiery. Jennifer Barrett said that.
Yo, me I tell you, say, yo, don't miss the adrenaline rush with Digital T every Saturday 4 to 8 p.m. where new music and new artists lives. Yo, it's entertaining and interactive. Yo, don't miss the party hour 7 to 8. Totally. Na 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 na. Baby, when you take my picture on the camera phone when me and the next girl carry on from the beach. Yo, don't forget in the Digital T, the adrenaline rush. Totally.
Mr. Brown, the work material done, you know. What me fi do?
Check Robinson's and Sons Hardware, man. Them have everything you need and more. They are at 18 West Palm Avenue, Port Antonio, Portland. Paints, nails, doors, everything to meet your hardware needs and much more. Call them at 993-9763 or 382-6209 and email them at sandarhardware@gmail.com.
Mr. Brown, me get everything we need quick and fast. Sure, maybe we could have just stopped the chatting so we could have done the work just as fast.
What was that, Johnny?
No, man. We just say Robinson and Son are going good.
Robinson's and Sons Hardware. We are always here to serve you.
Hey party fans, what's up?
What's up in the club?
Up in the club, the event and venue bulletin board only on Styles FM, where you can expose your hotspot venue and upcoming events. On the program Saturday Frenzy at 3 p.m. Every Saturday.
Every Saturday?
Yes, I mean every Saturday. For more info, call
286-9216. That's 286-9216. Up in the Club is sponsored by Zilla's Nightclub and Sports Lounge, Bridge Street, Port Antonio.
You're tuned in to Spiritual Vibration with Sister P.
I want to born again, I want to feel bright.
Before I get into the next segment, I'd just like to read a text that was sent by Ray in Toronto, Canada. Someone who was born in Jamaica but considers, like many of us, himself as an African. And he says, Sister P, the knowledge you exhibit is wonderful. It is just so unfortunate that the miseducation system in the island does not educate its people appropriately to utilize its resources appropriately. When our people's minds have been robbed and lost and sleeping people walking around, the results are what you see on the island. How sad it is to be importing so much from food to medicines when there is so much abundance on the island to sustain our lives without importing so much food. And of course, this is the detriment of our people and to the detriment of the island. Give thanks, Ray. Give thanks. I mean, like, I always love your input, which you know. Because so many people do not participate. And I also want to give thanks to the brethren that called from Virginia, who said, why can't we be doing something with our OTE apples? And that they should make a thicker skin. The scientists should come up with a thicker skin. Well, I'm one of these people that when the scientists come up with a thicker skin, I don't want it, because it's all kind of something them use and something. But I was saying to him, we had the same thing with naseberries. But you have banana trash. Everybody have banana trash thrown down. Can't these things be utilized so that they can be, that when you pack the box, these things can form a bed? In other words, you wouldn't have to go out and buy something, because we ship out Callaloo, so we can ship out OTA apples, we can ship out naseberries. It's just all in the packaging. And all you do is just use the banana trash and put it in the box and put individual things just like they do with pears or whatever. And it reached there, go out in the morning, reach there by the evening, it's on the shelves, same evening. By tomorrow morning, you get your apple and whatever. I don't know that it's not being done, because I don't know about everywhere, so maybe some places are getting it. But just to move on, we're going to be doing a tape by Pastor Ray Higgins. And I thought that I would tell you something about him, because people might feel that he's some sort of atheist or whatever. So I just want you to know that Ray Higgins is Dr. Ray Higgins, and he's the chief elder and spiritual leader of the African Village and Cultural Center in St. Louis, Missouri. He is a clinician, get it? A therapist, a musician, and he's also a pilot. Dr. Higgins has attended, and I understand why he put Dr. Higgins, because people feel say you're fool if you don't have doctor and then sitting in front of your name. So Dr. Higgins has attended and completed studies in various academic institutions such as Montclair State University, Northeastern Bible College, Lighthouse Christian College, and Trinity Theological Seminary, and holds a doctorate in counseling and a PhD with an emphasis in cognitive psychology. His mission is to aid men, women, and children in improving their quality of life by increasing their spirituality and God consciousness. Do you hear that? Increasing their spirituality and God consciousness, resulting in self-awareness, self-reliance, self-worth, effectiveness, and productivity. So, as I said, we're going to do this. And the reason that I decided to let you know who Dr. Ray Higgins is, he's a pastor also. He's a pastor. Is because I didn't want you to think tape is very controversial. Will be for some people. For some people, they will call me like the brethren last week and say, Sister P, done already? We want more. Or people like Cynthia Willis who will call me and say, Sister P, you know, say, I don't know if Jamaica people ready for that yet. But then I will have my brethren EP will say to me, whether them ready or not, Sister P, they need to hear it. Because if you don't hear something, you don't know something. So, Cassidy, run that tape for me, please. And good morning, Miss Brown.
What I'm saying? I was invited to a church while I was up in New Jersey, and of course, at the end of the service, the man said, it blew my mind, real tall white man, and the entire congregation was black. You know, see, right off the bat, because of where my head is at, I had a problem with that. You know, I looked at my black people, they didn't have no problem with it though. You know, I mean, like, because you know why they didn't have no problem with it? Because he looked like their savior. You see what I'm saying? The person who they've been taught to pray to looks just like that tall white man who's getting an altar call now. So it's okay. And he said, who wants to be saved? And about 50 people jumped up out their seat and ran down to the front, and he said, repeat after me. Lord, I'm a sinner. I deserve to go to hell. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But now, Lord, come into my life and save me. And they repeated after him, and about 45 seconds later, he looked at them, Elder Watkins, and said, now you're saved. I mean, he looked at this one dude. I mean, you could tell this one dude was just, I mean, he like, and he looked right at him. He said, even you, young man, you are on your way to heaven right now. I wanted to jump, y'all, I'm gonna tell you, I was a guest, I was invited. I wanted to jump up and say, y'all cut this I mean, like, how dare you? How dare you put that lie into these people's head and tell them that they are now saved because they repeated after you? I ain't want to go to jail, man. It was good for me though, because it refueled my mission to awaken my people from this drug of their mind. In the meantime, through it all, we spend our time making the very person who gave us the lie comfortable and secure. We secure him with our money. We make them comfortable because we won't even, y'all not know that there's some black folk who are still in the psychosis of when they pass a white man, they drop their head a little bit. Or automatically step aside when they coming down the sidewalk. Now they're coming down the sidewalk. It's like, okay, the sidewalk ain't that wide. One of us is gonna move. Which one's it gonna be? All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. So I don't want y'all walking out here getting in no fight with nobody. Okay? I can see y'all now walking down the sidewalk. Pastor Ray said, don't move. Then you be calling me, Pastor Ray, I need to get bailed out of jail. You've been taught to be a good Christian. That really means take care of your master. Unfortunately, most religious leaders today that are in the business of religion are good house Negroes. They not only look after master's welfare, they don't really even care about their own, long as I got to repeat the brother's words again. We've been misled. I mean, these are immortal words from Brother Malcolm X. We've been had. We've been hoodwinked. Hoodwinked, y'all, means blindfolded. We've been bamboozled, and if we don't correct the error of our ways, our children will become the victims of this agenda and psychological defeat. So brothers and sisters, understand, my job, my assignment, the whole reason why I breathe is to stand here to help our people who are lost be saved. And I don't mean it like I used to mean it. See, years ago, when I say I'm here to see that you get saved, what I meant was I'm here to see that you accept the program of the oppressor. That ain't what saved mean now. Not in my consciousness. Actually, it never did mean what I thought it meant. That's just what they told me it meant. Actually, saved has always meant to be delivered from the word sozo. It means to be made safe. It means to be protected. It means to be strengthened. It means to be made to stand tall and straight. So when you ask a person, are they saved? You ought to see it in their life. The African man, if he's saved, shouldn't be a punk no more. That's right. Y'all hear what I'm saying? If a black man is saved, you ought to hear the warrior spirit coming from his lungs when he opens his mouth. That's one of the reasons I like with the young, what they're doing here, brothers to brothers and sisters too. I notice when the young people who participate in that program stand up, they stand tall and say, Hotep, I'm so and so and so, of brothers to brothers and sisters too, where we're teaching young men and women to be strong, something to that effect. Ain't no need for a black man who's saved to be talking like that. You see a black man and say he's saved and talking like he's smacking. Wake him up. Say, brother, you might be on your way to being saved, but you ain't saved yet. Y'all remember the story I told y'all about the tiger who thought he was a goat? A little tiger, a little young tiger who thinking he's a goat. I'm a bad. Something wrong with that. When you're a black man, young woman want to hear you roar. Oh, shucks now. You want your woman to respect you? Roar, brother. Now, I don't mean roar at her. Because, see, the black woman is Sekhmet. For those who don't know, that's a woman's body with a lion's head in ancient Egypt. Okay, and that woman got a lioness in her. Okay, now you roar at her, you're gonna get roared back at, bro. Okay? I'm telling you, them days don't go no more, all right? But when I say your woman wants to hear you roar, black man, that means when something is attacking your environment, when racism is at work destroying your family unit and trying to kill your children, brother, you ought to be in the position to stand up and say, I ain't gonna have it. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, buddy. God has called us. Some of you here, not just me. God has called some of us in here to be Mashiachs. That means that God has anointed you. And trust me when I tell you this. Trust what I'm saying to you. If God appoints you, God will anoint you. You don't have to worry about it. If God puts it in you to do something, don't sit back and feel like you're inadequate. Well, folk ain't gonna like me if I say that, you know. Don't worry about what people say. Listen. The people ain't putting no food on your table. The people ain't putting clothes on your back. It's God that's taking care of you. So you do what God wants you to do. Yeah. I feel something getting ready to happen here. And when I say here, I don't just mean here. I mean in this place, in Dred Scott City. Brothers and sisters in ministry are starting to hear this message. Be like the man said to me, I'll never forget these words. Old man, right around the corner, I haven't seen him since. He said, young man, God did call you to preach, but he called you to preach the truth. Those of you here who God has called to preach, I'm telling you that, God called you to preach the truth. Not church doctrine, not human opinion. So be sure you get the truth and proclaim such. And if don't nobody like you, it's all right.
Yeah, that was Pastor Ray Higgins, and I just want to make a couple of comments. First, one of the questions that I would like to ask: if your slave master was not a Christian, would you be a Christian? I'll repeat. If the slave master was not a Christian, would our people be Christians today? I know who can answer that. But can you answer that? In other words, where did you get that from? I keep saying we're one of the only people that become enslaved by our people. And we adapt to everything. We adapt to their clothing, their religion, their food, everything. And we think nothing of it. So, also, I still see in 2014 Caucasian missionaries coming to Jamaica to save our people. We don't have enough preachers. They're still coming. When they went to Africa 400 years ago, as we keep saying, we keep repeating it, we had the land and they had the Bible. And once they got there, we went down on our knees and prayed. And they gave us the Bible and they took the land. So when I see missionaries still coming to Jamaica, and as Pastor Ray Higgins said, it is really strange that a church full of African people, when I say African people, I'm talking about all of us here, even in the West, that you have a Caucasian standing there and telling you that you're being saved. And then you say, yes, my Lord. When we're going to wake up? When? That sound right to you? That don't sound right to me. Again, I ask a question. If your slave master was not a Christian, would you be a Christian? Good morning, Opal. we get this ridiculous idea that if you're not a Christian, if you don't believe in Jesus, and if you don't go to church, that you're not a good person? Where do we get that from? Where did we get that from? A good person is a good person. Do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. The most important thing is not whether you go to church, not whether you believe in Jesus. It's about if you are a good person. I'm happy to know that at least some of our churches still don't believe that they have to have that English music playing in there where everybody sings, and as I say, it sounds like a funeral every day. At least there is life. At least there's a little bit of African in there, you know, little liveliness, like what our souls are. More than sometimes you listen to these churches and it sounds to me, my goodness gracious, these people sound like they're hungry. As one of my sister, one of my own, to go to church, and she said, boy, she said, I'm tired. That's what I'm doing. She said, the way I dance. So this is it. What I'm saying is, she had a great time. She was dancing. And I mean, that's what it is about. You can go and praise God. I don't care which one you want to do, but have a great time. Don't sit in there like it is some torture.
Service presents their island-wide youth forum dubbed Express Yourself, Exploring Youth Views. If you are between the ages of 17 to 24, this is the forum for you. Come and learn more about career opportunities, youth organizations in your parish, and tips on how to get a job. For more information, contact 754-9816-8. That's 754-9816-8. St. Anne, your forum dates are on March 18th, 12 noon at the Arbuthnot Gallimore High School. March 20th at 1 p.m. at the Monique College. March 25th, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Brownstone Community College. And March 27th, 12 noon at the St. Anne's Bay Baptist Church.
For the best quality in sound reinforcement and backlining, Native Audio. We have professional engineers with over 20 years of experience. So call us and we'll take care of your parties, wedding receptions, barbecues, conferences, and small stage shows. Crystal clear sound, Native Audio. Our prices are the best. Call us at 871-5212. That's 871-5212. Native Audio. We make your events audible.
With Styles FM on the go, you can listen to your favorite programs by calling the USA number 213-992-4360. If you're in the UK, is 033-0010-3322.
Hey party fans, what's up?
What's up in the club?
Up in the club, the event and venue bulletin board only on Styles FM, where you can expose your hotspot venue and upcoming events. On the program Saturday Frenzy at 3 p.m. Every Saturday.
Every Saturday?
Yes, I mean every Saturday. For more info, call
286-9216. That's 286-9216. Up in the club is sponsored by Zilla's Nightclub and Sports Lounge, Bridge Street, Port Antonio.
The Midday Inspirational Moment is brought to you by Heaven of Rest Funeral Supplies and Services, located in Port Antonio, Portland, and Gale St. Mary.
My children, listen to me. Listen to your father's instruction. Pay attention and grow wise, for I am giving you good guidance. Don't turn away from my teaching, for I too was once my father's son, tenderly loved by my mother as an only child. My father told me, take my words to heart, follow my instructions, and you will live. Learn to be wise and develop good judgment. Don't forget or turn away from my words. Don't turn your back on wisdom, for she will protect you. Love her, and she will guard you. Getting wisdom is the most important thing you can do. And whatever else you do, get good judgment. If you prize wisdom, she will exalt you. Embrace her, and she will honor you. She will place a lovely wreath on your head. She will present you with a beautiful crown. My child, listen to me and do as I say, and you will have a long, good life. I will teach you wisdom's ways and lead you in straight paths. If you live a life guided by wisdom, you won't limp or stumble as you run. Carry out my instructions, don't forsake them, guard them, for they will lead you to a fulfilled life.
The Midday Inspirational Moment was brought to you by Heaven of Rest Funeral Services and Supplies, located in Port Antonio, Portland, and Gale St. Mary. They offer 24 hours island-wide services, vault and caskets, cremation, church service and decoration, grief counseling, and even payment plan. For more service details, call 376-5288 or 783-7548 or email them at heaven.rest@yahoo.com.
Presently, you are listening to the Spiritual Vibrations with your host, Sista P. All tune in, including he, she, and the old lady. Styles FM to the world.